Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Luke Wilson. I am one of our admission counselors here at the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. And we're going to be giving some updates around the free application for federal student aid, the FAFSA. And joining me today is one of our financial aid office members, Felicia Sorrentino. Felicia, you mind introducing yourself for the good people?
Hi, my name is Felicia Sorrentino. I am the Senior Associate Director here in the Student Financial Services Office at MCPHS. Work very closely with Luke in the admissions office to help incoming students find out their cost and aid package and hope to work with you.
Wonderful. Now, we know that there's been some difficulty in the first couple of weeks that the FAFSA rolled out. Totally understandable. The Fed's soft launch only had periodic timelines that were open. Luckily, that period's over. It's open 24/7 now for you guys to access and go in and complete your FAFSA at your leisure as soon as possible. So good news there. Now, I think it's important to understand what's needed in that FAFSA. I know a lot of you guys, it's your first time, so this isn't necessarily, this is a new process altogether. Some of the other folks joining us, they've done it with other students or themselves already. Also kind of a new process because of the changes that have happened this year. So Felicia, do you want to start it off with initial points that they want to be mindful of in getting this done?
Yes, of course. So both students and contributors need to have an FSA ID. Students and contributors will only complete their own section of the form. So you'll only be able to see the student section as the student and the contributor section as the contributor. To invite a contributor to the FAFSA, the student will need to provide the social security number, date of birth, name, and email address. Students and contributors will need to provide consent and approval. If contributors do not provide consent and approval, the student will not be eligible for any financial aid. Once consent and approval has been made, federal tax information will automatically be retrieved from the IRS to complete the FAFSA.
Now, what's also important in there is that's step one of you completing the actual form and making sure your T's are crossed, I's dotted proverbially. The other side of it, though, is schools receiving that information. I know we've already started reaching out to our admitted students who we don't have a social security number for on file. So you guys are aware, in order for a school to retrieve your FAFSA data from the federal government, we need to have your social security number on file in order to do that. Now, another component of that is in the FAFSA itself. There's an area to indicate what schools you want to receive that information. So think of it as authorization approval of you feeling comfortable giving the social security number to a school. That's kind of you giving clearance saying, all right, school, you can retrieve my information from the feds. And then the second step is you on your FAFSA indicating what school you want to send to by using those school codes. So, our school code is 002165. There's also a write-in section on the FAFSA as well, where you can write in the school's name. I recommend using the school code. It's a fail-safe. Sometimes people type just MA as an abbreviation for Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. That might not populate. I don't want to confuse you folks. Easier just to use the school code there, 002165. Felicia, what happens after they get their FAFSA completed?
So they will receive the student aid index, a report that will be emailed to them. Schools are being told that we will receive FAFSA information at the end of January. Please be assured that we will begin sending financial aid awards out as quickly as possible once the FAFSA information becomes available to us.
Thank you so much. And it's important to note that those financial aid offers that we're sending out is going to consist of a few different things. You don't need to take this short video as all the details that you need to know. So you're aware, we have financial aid appointments throughout the spring semester to walk through these specifics with you. So, we call those affordability appointments. So as admitted students and parents and family of admitted students, when you're going on and looking up events, if you want to set up a meeting to go over your financial aid offer and first year's cost, that is called the affordability appointment. and that's what's listed on our website as far as that meeting's concerned. Now, what's in those aid packages is going to vary on a student-to-student basis. What will definitely be in there for everyone that completes a FAFSA and is eligible for aid will be your merit scholarship information. And then in addition to that, the feds give all students that are domestic U.S. citizens or living in this country as a permanent resident, they'll be giving them at minimum student loans that are optional for students to take. Now, if students qualify, they can get additional need-based grants. Those grants can be sourced from a couple of different areas. They can be coming from us, the school. They can be coming from the federal government. If you're a Massachusetts state resident looking to go to a school within Massachusetts state borders, you could also potentially receive state-based grants as well. And that's a common program you'll find for students that go to schools within their home state. So just keep that in mind. The short and skinny of that, though, is what's on your aid package will be merit scholarship, federal loans, and any need-based aid and grants that you may qualify for. Anything you want to add to that, Felicia?
No, I think you covered it.
All right, super. So that's the bulk of what we wanted to give you guys for updates. I think the important thing moving forward, so you're aware of, is, just keeping an open line of communication for us. I know on the admission side of the office, we work pretty closely with the financial aid office. So that's also a specific term we use, student financial services. So anytime you see that, that's the equivalent to our financial aid office. And I think it's important to note that you guys have your specific counselors in both worlds based upon your information. So you could have myself or one of my team members in the admissions office as an admission counselor. You also have Felicia and her team as direct financial aid counselors as well. Felicia, anything you want to add to that as well?
Just any questions that you may have regarding the FAFSA, please reach out to our office. We are happy to help in any way that we can. If you have any questions as you're completing it or questions after you have completed it, please reach out to the Student Financial Services office.
Super. Phone number and email for Student Financial Services offer.
Yes, phone number is 617-732-2864, and email address is S as in student, F as in financial, S as in services @mcphs.edu.
Wonderful. And if you're trying to reach the admissions office, our email is very simply admissions@mcphs.edu. And our phone number is 617-732-2850. So by all means, reach out with all your questions, guys. Now's the time to do it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.